What is the deal, beautiful people? What's good, my G's? As Snow would say, G stands for Gamerz. It's your boy, Uncle RZA. And it's about time that we talk about this Ghost Recon Wildlands. This, to me, was the oh shit moment of E3. And you guys, if you've been on the channel for a while, you know I don't get excited for shit. I'm that dude that's just like, whatever. Talk to me when it's shit, motherfucker, because I don't trust your trailers and all of this bullshit. And E3's by and large became this video game trailer expose. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't look forward to E3 for anything solid. And when I saw this, I couldn't help but fight that feeling. They got me with this. And it's crazy because if you were watching that Ubisoft conference, it started out with, you know, they had like this little thing you just saw with the drugs on the table, the cocaine and the blood flowing and some narrative going on. It's just like, okay, you know, whatever. And as it progressed, you know, they started to show these different ways that you could capture this base. And at first, I was struggling to figure out like what the hell this was. You know what I mean? And most of Ubisoft's games now look this way. You get you think of Division, you think of Watch Dogs, and then there was this, and it's like, all right, you know, they're really killing it with this open world thing. And they're looking to expand on that with whatever this is. And I kept thinking to myself, what is this? Is this like the new Watch Dogs? Is this like I don't know what it was. I really didn't know what to call it. And then it got to a point in the trailer where there was shooting. There was actually like gun action. I said, whoa, wait a minute, like that gunplay looks really good. You know, this is how I can tell if I can play a game or not. And this is why I'm drawn to games like Battlefield and Ghost Recon. I love that pro. Can you call it a simulator? I love that realistic, the realistic physics that these guys put in their shooting games over something like a Call of Duty. And I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Please don't drag me down that rabbit hole. But just to go far left, games like Grand Theft Auto. I don't play Grand Theft Auto because I can't stand the shooting mechanics in that game. I just don't like it. I don't care how dope the story is. I got to shoot at some point, and it feels off to me. I'm not playing it. So when I saw you see it right here on the screen when he was shooting that LMG, I was like, whoa, that looks about right. And then you see him right here with he's shooting at the white hat. Like, yo, what the fuck is this game? And then after like the third scenario where they showed you how you could play it out, I sort of ruled out Far Cry. You know, so this is not Far Cry. You know, Far Cry's got some good physics in there, but I can't get with the gun mechanics in Far Cry for some reason. Just not my thing. And then we saw that splash screen, Ghost Recon. And this was like one of the only times that I've ever been like watching a conference live, and I went wild with the people at the conference. I was like, oh shit, I was on a messenger typing still like, yo, it's getting real. But I was really genuinely excited, man. I thought that was so dope. And then like I was flustered because I had to like go back and retrofit everything that I've just seen into like Ghost Recon. I was like, oh shit, mind blown. And you know, it took me a while to let it sink in, and I walked away. I had to walk away. I was so excited. But you know, what is it that we can expect from this game? Really don't know. You know, all I can do is really revisit my passion for Ghost Recon. You know, when I got my Xbox, I didn't even have Xbox Live because at the time Xbox Live had just came out of beta. But when I got my Xbox, Ghost Recon was Halo and Ghost Recon were the first games that I got, and I was playing those things on XSplit, and I was just like mind blown by the online aspect. Like, I can play this with other people. And then I found out about Xbox Live. I was like, whoa, this is a whole nother world right here. And that's where it started with me. That's where I met Jerry, Slim JJ. There was a Ride or Die. There was a lot of dudes from way back that I still talk to, and I consider really good friends today. So I have a very real attachment to Ghost Recon, man. That's that game that we stood up for hours, and then that transitioned into Rainbow Six, and I'll do a separate Rainbow Six video. You guys know I had to do it, but Ghost Recon was the original first-person shooter online experience for me, and I loved it. Even though I was such a huge Halo fan, Ghost Recon was it. There was just this crazy intense thing about Siege and Ghost Recon, and there's no respawns. It's just like you gotta communicate. And I remember my first game. When I got the Xbox Live and I got the headset, and I joined the Xbox just turned on. I didn't even say Xbox on, you motherfucker. But I had joined a room with Jerry, and he was in there with a bunch of dudes. I lost contact with these dudes, Acton, Barber, and a lot of those guys. And it was nuts. These guys, I was on their team, and I'm used to just going out and doing my own thing. But when we got in there, these guys are like, "Yo, all right, you guys come north from the castle. We're gonna flank around south and then come through by the woods." I'm just like, the fuck are they talking about? I'm like, yo, these guys are like a whole nother level, and I got drawn into that shit. And then you learn the value of communicating in these online games, and strategy, and how to lead with your strongest players first, and it was just nuts. So for so long, that's been my experience with Ghost Recon. I always loved it, man. And Island Thunder, and I've just been addicted to Ghost Recon games. I transitioned toward the end of that whole era, the Advanced Warfighter era. I had transitioned into Rainbow by then, and then Call of Duty, but I would always still come back. And one of the reasons I liked the Rainbow a little better was because you could see the gun. I don't know if you guys remember, but that was a big deal. You could see the gun on screen. Whereas Recon was just, you just had that reticle. But yeah, for me, Recon is a very important part of my online career. And even the last Recon that came out, man, that game was solid. I put so much time into that game. I really loved that game. I thought they nailed the first person, third person perspective down. The gun mechanics were damn near perfect. I don't understand why a lot of people didn't play that game and get into it. And every now and then, and I tell you, and I'm getting drawn into this conversation a lot more these days because I'm beginning to understand it. The HD remakes or the backward compatibility bullshit. I'll be the first, and I'll still get up on stage and tell you, fuck you, don't sell me old shit on my new console. But man, I missed that last Recon. I would give anything to play that on my current Xbox One. I love that shit. But yeah, what I can expect here, I don't know. It looks like they took a lot of the mechanics carry over from the last Recon into this, which I think is dope. And I really like the open world thing. And of course, I expect that they're gonna have the player versus player for sure. I know that's gonna be there. And I've been removing myself from competition a lot in the last 3 years. I'll still get on Battlefield and play, but I'm starting to enjoy my time with the IGZ boys a lot more. Meaning, these days I'm leaning toward 4-player co-ops. I want to get my drink and then get on the game with the boys and just talk shit and have fun. So I like to see that aspect is going to be given some attention here with this open world shit. I kind of liked it in Far Cry, but didn't get too deep in it because I think the co-op's only 2 players. Me, Snow, and Edgar were trying to figure that out one time, and it was only 2 players. I wish it was 4. So the fact that we see the 4-player co-op here, I really like. I think this is gonna be something super dope for the series. It's a nice twist because Recon's always had this real linear storyline, and this is giving it. I think this is going in more to Rainbow territory than anything, and it can do that because we now see what the new Rainbow is about. And like I said, I'll do a video on that a little later. But you know, I like where this is going, and I can't wait. I'm genuinely really excited about this, especially if they can. It looks right now like they've kept the mechanics the same from the last Ghost Recon, which to me was just perfect, and it rivaled even Battlefield. So if they can get that in there, even improve on it, I'm all on board. I like the different approaches to these missions. There's just so much that I'm really excited for with this game. And 2016, I don't think they released a solid date, and even if they did, I don't really pay attention because it'll probably get pushed anyway, which is the most annoying shit about the game industry right now, is these dates getting pushed back. But yeah, I really dig this, what I saw, and I like how they really pieced the trailers together. And one of the things I think I look forward to is that they should treat this with some longevity. You know, it's an open world, so there's no reason for DLC of a whole new world to not come out every 6 or 7 months or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? Like, I look forward to that, keeping the game fresh with content. And I think Ubisoft usually does a decent job at shit like that. The reigning king is still EA with Battlefield, but let's see what happens. Anyway, it's your boy Uncle RZA, thoroughly excited for this Ghost Recon Wildlands, however you want to say it. Hit the comment below, let me know what you guys think. Like the video if you liked the video, and please don't forget to subscribe, man. Stick around, we'd love to have you. I'm out of here. Peace.